26 local programs, funding nonprofit organizations focused on safety, unity, and endowment. Donate today by visiting uwmqt.org. A public service message from the United Way and WZMQ 19. Amy Doyle reports at 6 and 11 on WZMQ 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, we're back live in Washington, D.C. as we inch closer and closer to the Democratic National Convention next week. We'll have more details on what to expect. Plus, Northern Michigan University is seeing a lot of overpacked dorm rooms for the upcoming semester. And we're live at the UP State Fair. Lily Simmons is talking with the Island Resort and Casino about Men's Night, running until 9 p.m. 19 News at 6 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
And holy cow, Air, that is a lot of rain coming down right now.
Yeah,
oh, man.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's just loud and there's a lot of it.
There was a lot of thunder we heard earlier, some footage of sewer caps popping off here in downtown Marquette. Thank you, ACAS, for sharing that video. Nagani also saw a whole bunch of accumulation in the Super One parking lot out there, and we can expect that rain to continue this evening. Along with that, though, we do have chances of some flooding in areas. I will go over where those advisories are after the break. Expect heavy downpours to continue. It's going to diminish as we get further into the evening, and then we'll be battling with some fog overnight.
All right, thank you, Aaron. On Monday, the Democratic National Convention will kick off in Chicago. That's where delegates and local leaders will rally behind their nominee, Vice President Kamala Harris, for the nation's highest office. Our Washington, D.C. correspondents Brendan Scanlon and Rachel Knapp will be there. Brendan and Rachel, we heard from you yesterday as well. So what else can we expect from at the convention?
Hey there, Kevin. Good evening. Well, I think we can expect to hear Harris tout some new campaign policies, some new platforms for the economy that we heard the campaign unveil earlier today. The campaign shared things like a plan to fight price gouging, imposing a federal ban on price gouging. That would, of course, need congressional approval. But again, these are policies that the campaign is putting out there and running on. Another proposal, relief for first-time home buyers and expanding the child tax credit. Those are definitely some more domestic policies that I think we're going to hear a lot about next week. But Rachel, of course, front and center is foreign policy and of what's happening over in the Middle East between Israel and Hamas.
Yeah, that's right. So right now, there's a lot of younger, more progressive Democrats who are taking a very much anti-Israel stance, or some are even taking an uncommitted stance, not really wanting to commit to Harris in this election. And then you have, on the other hand, more traditional Democrats, people who really kind of support Israel and in their battle with Hamas. So I think what political experts have told us is that they're going to be on the lookout for how Harris and her running mate, which is Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, not only address the situation, but also try to unify the party on it.
How harmonized is the party? Is the party really behind her, or are there protests outside? Are there any disruptions? Is the party really unified behind the Harris-Walz ticket?
And so the DNC is already off to a very unique start. Just a couple weeks ago, President Joe Biden announced that he was stepping aside and endorsing Harris as the Democratic nominee. And so really, I think, Brendan, what we're also going to be looking out for is how people are embracing this change.
Absolutely. And a few weeks ago, when we were in Milwaukee for the Republican National Convention, of course, that was right in the wake of that assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. We saw a lot of unity, we saw a lot of energy, and a lot of emotion at the RNC in Milwaukee. We're going to be keeping our eyes open for that same type of unity and that energy in Chicago next week. Kevin, we're both very excited to be there covering the convention all throughout next week. We're going to be providing the very latest from Chicago for all of our viewers. But for now, reporting live on Capitol Hill for WZMQ 19 News, I'm Brendan Scanlon.
And I'm Rachel Knapp. We'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks very much, guys. I'm looking forward to your coverage next week. And like Brendan and Rachel said, it's expected that the convention will be an interesting event this year. Historically, it's the place where each party determines the official nominee for November, but for the past few decades, it's been mostly ceremonial, with candidates usually confirmed before the convention begins. This year, with the Democratic presidential ticket being introduced just a few weeks ago, it's an important opportunity for the party to win over independent voters and lay out policy stances.
How do they present Harris? How do they present Walz? What message are they trying to get across to them? Because they're not completely blank slates, but they're much blanker slates than, say, Donald Trump was, or than Joe Biden would have been had he been the nominee.
And tonight at 11:10 Central, we'll have more about what to expect to see next week at the DNC in Chicago. Marquette's housing crisis is affecting Northern Michigan University and its students. With the cost of housing near the college so high, many returning students are unable to find somewhere in town and are choosing to live in a dorm room. NMU Housing says that around 120 rooms will have an extra person. Despite the unexpected circumstances, NMU's resident advisors say they are more than up to the task.
Means I'm going to have more residents I get to have an impact on every day, and I think that's my favorite part of the job.
We're aware of the challenges that it might pose, but we're all really excited. I mean, having more residents just means more opportunities for me to get to know all of the wonderful people on this campus.
And tonight at 11, we hear what NMU Housing has to say about the situation. The UP State Fair continues in Escanaba, and today there's something just for the guys. Our own Lily Simmons joins us live to tell us what's going on. Hey, Lily.
Hey, Kevin. It is men's night at the UP State Fair. I am here with Robin from the Island Resort and Casino. Robin, what all is going on tonight for the men?
Well, we took men's night in conjunction with Ladies' Day. The UP State Fair has had a tradition of Ladies' Day for many years. This year we became involved along with the Daily Press and WZMQ to add a little bit of culinary experience from the island with the Ladies' Day. So we did that this morning, and we just want to add something in the evening for men and really everybody that would like to come out. So what we have is some drawings. The ladies are here from the island. We're giving away we have giveaways, we have drawings for things like the spa, concert tickets, stuff like that. Drift Spa is here doing free chair massages, so that is exciting, and they also have some extra drawings that they're doing. Sweetgrass Golf Club and Sage Run are doing the simulator, so this is all free. You can come on in and try any of these things. We have blackjack over here. You learn to play blackjack, and that's helpful if you don't know how to play, and sometimes it's intimidating to learn in the casino. So this is a great atmosphere to learn that. Over here we have South City Pub. They're serving drinks and upper hand beer. Anytime Fitness is here doing some balance assessments and stuff like that for anybody that would like to come in.
Awesome. And so you guys are the sponsor, and there's a lot of different partnerships going on. Talk to me a bit about, all these different businesses working together for that.
Well, Island Resort and Casino is a sponsor of the UP State Fair, so we always try to stay involved in some way with the fair. We, like I said, in conjunction with the casino, we partnered with the Daily Press and WZMQ. And Perks Cabinetry was here today. They set up a stage for us and some kitchen things to do the demos. So it really is a partnership with some new people to get people into the activities tent and know what is going on in here in the evening on Fridays.
Right. Thank you very much, Robin. Kevin, tonight we'll have a little bit more about that Ladies' Day that we mentioned, but for now, go back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Lily. Really appreciate it. And coming up, your first warning weather forecast is after the break. And later, Mike Ludlum, as you look at sports, he breaks down how the Packers are looking before their preseason game this Sunday. We'll be right back.
The wait is over. England Furniture's quick shipping is back at Kirkish Furniture. Choose your style and fabric and receive your furniture in as little as 30 days. Browse our in-stock selection or let our staff help you customize the perfect sofa or chair. Plus, 1 year free financing and free delivery.
My son ran away from home.
My wife hasn't called.
My sister is missing. Can you help me?
It is what I do.
It's been nearly 2 days.
She could still be alive. All right, let's do this.
That's what you do, isn't it? Find missing people?
Sounds cool. It is cool, actually.
Be careful.
You weren't worried about me, were you?
This much.
Yep.
That's all you get.
Tracker returns October 13th, part of CBS Premiere Week on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to get their car fixed. John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to fix their car. Was that right? For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market. Why do I keep forgetting that word? Experience. Okay, go. 3, 2. For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market.
And don't forget,
Hi, I'm Drew Carey from The Price is Right on TV 19. This is home for CBS.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
Mr. Mattress here. It's our Labor Day mattress sale. You know, it's one of our biggest mattress sales of the year. All our bedding manufacturers are offering big discounts. Not just one mattress, but on every mattress. All the latest models are here for you to try. All in different comfort levels, firm, plush, or pillow top, from Serta, Sealy, Stearn & Foster, or Tempur-Pedic. And for added comfort, add a matching power adjustable base at big discounts too. Shop Shunks of Marquette today.
Now, award-winning WZMQ 19 First Warning Weather with Air Stasic.
Holy what, Batman. We've got a lot of rain falling out there. That's going to continue throughout this evening, although I will tell you it's going to slow down just a little bit. We've got thunderstorms as well, flood advisories. I'm going to go over that in just a moment here. Basically tonight, that rain we could see again and scattered thunderstorms possible on our Saturday. Then fog, that's going to start to roll over the Upper Peninsula tonight into our Saturday morning, and then we'll have some gusty winds returning to the area. Most likely that'll speed up on your Saturday afternoon or evening, and then continuing on Sunday. So here are the flood advisories. We've got Marquette County. Basically, we've already seen 1 to 2.5 inches, and that's going from Marquette to Harvey. This flood advisory includes Shot Point, K.I. Sawyer, Sands out to National Mine, and don't forget Negaunee and Ishpeming, which we saw earlier. Now further south, we've got Menominee, Dickinson, as well as Delta counties. That goes as well to this evening around 7:15 Central Time, including Powers, LaBranche, and Spalding, and Whitney. So make sure you're prepared for possibly an extra 1 to 3 inches down there in Dickinson and Menominee counties. And remember, do not drive through floodwaters. Turn around, don't drown. We've already seen some images on social media of cars stalling out in the local areas here of Marquette. And then make sure you slow down and definitely get to higher ground if that's a possibility. Now here's a look at all that precipitation, most of it hanging out for the west and central locations. We do have some further to the east, basically Drummond Island, but the rest of the eastern portion staying a little bit drier. Here's a current look at that radar thunderstorm situation. Again, Menominee County really getting hammered with thunderstorms this evening. So taking a look at when we'll see that kind of slow down, at least here in Marquette County, maybe by 8 p.m. Sticking around for Alger County, though, and Menominee counties till later on this evening when it should turn into just some showers, and there is a possibility of some hail accompanying those thunderstorms this evening. Now, Saturday, I mentioned we've got scattered showers and thunderstorms rolling around the Upper Peninsula. We'll see that clear out a little bit in those early evening hours, at least for the west half. And then Sunday, we could start with some clouds for the central and eastern portions. And we're expecting mostly sunny skies. And that is likely what we're going to expect throughout next week. So that's something to look forward to if you're sick of all this rain. But you know what? Your gardens love it and those flowers love it. Here's what we're looking at for this evening, maybe up to ½ an inch here in Marquette. And then as we get into Saturday, we could see that increase a little bit, especially down in Escanaba, maybe 1/10 of an inch there. As far as precipitation next week, we are expecting to be dry, or I should say the next 10 days starting August 27th will be a little bit drier than what we've seen tonight and tomorrow. Your 7-day outlook, though, that's in 15 minutes.
Thanks, Aaron. We'll have your insights coming up after this.
25 years of fun, and you're invited. It's the silver anniversary of the Downtown Marquette Farmers Market. Come celebrate with us every Saturday morning at the Marquette Commons. From 9 to 1, you'll find a wide variety of local foods, produce, art, and so much more. Plus, the Wednesday night farmers market on the 100 block of West Washington Street is back from 5 to 8. For more information, visit mqtfarmersmarket.com. The Farmers Market is presented by the Marquette DDA and sponsored by Flagstar Bank and WZMQ 19.
Pictionary. Play along from home.
Paddle of nunchucks. No!
With a chance to win.
This is unfair. No one knew that Colton was prolific in nunchucks.
5 days a week.
Weekdays at 9 on WZMQ CBS.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, Mindy Kaling will make you laugh.
Let's go pitch it. Jennifer Hudson, she's at a drive-thru.
Whopper, you won't cheat. Plus, the incredible Los Angeles Sparks.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, Monday at 5 on WZMQ TV CBS, followed by 19 News at 6. One of the biggest events in the UP is coming. You're invited to be along for the ride.
I'm Lily Simmons. From the Midway to agriculture programs, great food and special events, I'll be here to share the best of the fair.
19 News brings you all the excitement of the UP State Fair. TV 19 is proud to again support this community event as a reserved champion sponsor and to bring you all the excitement of the UP State Fair. Brought to you by L&M Fleet Supply, Escanaba and Marquette.
The world's longest running prank show is back. Just for laughs, gags.
You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. Yesterday, we had the opportunity to speak with Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson about this past primary and how things are looking for the general election. And joining us tonight is Lieutenant Governor Garland Gilchrist, who is actually fresh off a visit to the UP State Fair. Lieutenant Governor, thanks so much for coming on.
Glad to be back here with you.
Absolutely. And so first of all, tell me about your experience at the fair this year.
The fair was absolutely amazing. I got a chance to, the most honorable piece was to be able to recognize our UP Veteran of the Year, Howard Side. He just really exemplifies the fact that service for veterans doesn't stop. When he retired from the military, he's been a tireless servant of the community in Ontonagon and all across the Western UP, and so was really proud to be able to recognize him. And I got to see these amazing young people and their animals. They're amazing. Their steers, the goats, the pigs, bunnies. Like, it was really, really pretty awesome. So I had a great time, learned a lot, and got to see some amazing folks in the UP in our agricultural sector and how just dynamic it is.
Sure. Did you check out the Miracle of Life exhibit at all? Did you have a chance?
Yeah, I did look at that. I also saw the cheese statue. I visited the MSU extension. Had one of the best strawberry milkshakes I've ever had.
All right.
But just got a chance to also see a lot of folks. We have the amazing entrepreneurs who are doing cool things in the UP. I got a chance to stop by Modus and Escanaba before going there. And it makes race ramps and things like that. A great UP company that we've been able to support their growth and expansion with a new line of business that they moved to the UP from California. So just talking about economic growth has also been my message.
Sure, yeah, always great to have businesses come into our state, that's for sure. And I also want to talk about some other top issues for Michiganders. Affordable housing is one of the biggest on the table right now. What can you tell us about what you and Governor Whitmer are trying to do to tackle that issue?
It's an issue I hear about in every single community in Michigan. And in our state budget this year, yet again, for the second year in a row, we are investing $50 million additional dollars annually to support affordable housing. That's building new housing units, that is rehabbing existing units, that's adding new programming to the the State Housing Development Authority, or MISHDA, making sure that those resources in the revitalization and placemaking grant program are available for communities like Marquette and all across the UP to invest in amazing public spaces, to get people in more single-family homes, seasonal housing, apartments, and workforce housing, to really drive the costs down so that people can afford to build their families and build their futures here.
Sure, and obviously there's a lot of big differences from, downstate. We're talking about cities like Detroit, Grand Rapids, but up here we have, Marquette, Sault Ste. Marie, Escanaba, Iron Mountain. So what can you tell me about the differences, in those locations?
So the affordable housing challenges look different in every community. So the most important thing we can do with our programming is be flexible. Sometimes in order to create a new housing development, we might need to also build a new road, and we've been doing that in parts of the UP. Sometimes we may need to focus on, again, housing that works for people in different parts of the year, like seasonal housing, and so we're investing in that as well. Workforce housing is a different challenge here, but the affordability crisis is real, and so that's why other parts of our state budget that the governor and I have just enacted are about putting money in people's pockets, finding ways to save them money, whether it's investing in our education by not only making sure that we have more money for your kid in your school, in public school, than we ever have had 6 years in a row, but also free breakfast and lunch saves you $850 a year. Free pre-K, can save you up to $10,000. My baby girl just finished pre-K last year. It's really expensive. And so to be able to have that money in your pocket that you can then use on your rent or for your groceries or your medicine, it makes a difference.
Still to come on your 19 News, there's a new head coach for the Iron Mountain girls basketball team. Mike introduces us, and later the Upper Goddess is back and taking us to the UP State Fair to hear about some of the favorite foods. We're back in 2 minutes.
This mountain has its own way of sorting out who is worthy. $1 million shared by the few who make it to the top.
There is strategy going in.
Blood.
Do you want to get the knife out of my back?
Sweat. No one is safe.
We can steal someone's money by voting someone out. Oh my God! I'll be the first one to push you off that mountain.
The Summit. Special sneak peek of the premiere episode September 29th on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
So my name's Andrew Lovins. I'm a donor greeter at Goodwill in Marquette, Michigan. Goodwill has been the longest, steadiest job I've had ever. When I first moved to Marquette, I was kind of homeless and just got an apartment, and I was looking for jobs everywhere, and I just thought Goodwill would be the place for me. But Goodwill helped me a lot of different ways. I'm in good hands, and yeah, got a roof over my head, and that's all I care about.
Shop and donate to your local Goodwill.
Mike Baxter, Pioneer.
Dad, how do you kill an elk?
Wait outside the lodge until last call, then hit it with a tire iron.
And Legend.
I have a 60-year-old truck and a 30-year-old marriage. You should be happy that I am stuck in my old ways.
I do love that truck.
No wonder he's the last man standing.
This is extreme crime.
To catch him, they'll use every trick in the book.
We were operating against ghosts, and ghosts are tough to find.
Top investigators and police use the latest forensic science to uncover the truth and solve real cases. The devil is always in the details. Forensic Factor.
The Upper Peninsula's home for the top WZMQ 19.
Good evening, everyone. The Green Bay Packers have a couple more days of joint practices in Colorado. The Packers meet Denver Sunday night. Green Bay head coach Matt LaFleur says the Broncos will show his team things it usually doesn't see.
They run a different defense. It's a 34 defense in their base. And then offensively, they're going to give us some different concepts that our defense has not seen. So I think all in all, it's going to be a good competitive practice. I know, just being able to practice some of the kickoff stuff, I think will be good for our team, both teams. And so we just want a good competitive practice and want to keep it, safe, just like we do with our own group. And, want to eliminate all fighting if possible.
Kickoff Sunday is at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central Time. The Lions visit Kansas City tomorrow afternoon. Iron Mountain High School has named Chad Lindeman as the new girls varsity basketball coach, replacing Karen Ellis. Chad Lindeman is not to be confused with UP Sports Hall of Famer Todd Lindeman, even though both graduated from North Dickinson High School. Chad played football, basketball, track and field for the Nordics, plus baseball. He attended Gogibic Community College and NMU. Chad has coached 7th and 8th grade basketball for 6 years, varsity baseball for 4 years at Kingsford High School, and JV girls basketball for 4 years at Iron Mountain High School. On a side note, former Mountaineer and NMU wide receiver Charlie Gerhardt is now the 7th grade boys basketball coach at Central Middle School in Iron Mountain. Michigan State's tour of Spain is off to a good start. Xavier Booker knocks down the outside shot against the Madrid All-Stars yesterday. 21 points and 4 of 6 from three-point land. Cohen Carr, slamming from much closer range. Jackson Kohler with a strong performance of 13 points, 12 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Jimmy Fears Jr. back to Booker behind the arc for another 3. Then Fears will spot Jace Richardson in the corner, and that's good for another triple there. Carson Cooper had a putback slam coming up right there. He ended up with 10 points and 9 rebounds. Introduced you to freshman Kurt Tang with the steal and layup. And Booker can show he can play with his back to the basket too as he hits the turnaround. And Carr will have another above the rim finish. And Michigan State went on to win this one 94-87. They'll face a team from Valencia Sunday and a team from Barcelona on Tuesday. And of course, Kevin, don't forget, it's MSU at NMU at the Superior Dome coming up on Sunday, October 13th.
All right, thanks very much, Mike. Hope I can make it to that game. And it's Friday. That means it's time to bring back the Upper Goddess. Lori takes us to the UP State Fair to talk about the best food you can find there.
Hi, I'm at the Escanaba State Fair, and we are going to talk to some people and ask them what their favorite food is. Pam loves cashew Upper nuts.
Upper nuts.
And Ken?
It's the elephant ears.
Oh boy, we all come for that
funnel
stuff.
Cakes. And funnel
cakes
too.
are amazing.
I'm with Judy and Joy, and they're going to tell you what they like at the fair.
I like the whitefish. I don't like everything, but I like the whitefish.
Joy, what do you like?
I love the Croatian chicken and also Norm's fries.
Oh,
never go home without
Norm's
Norm's
fries have been here forever. Yay! I'm here with Russell and Edith. So Russell, what do you like to eat when you come to the fair?
Food.
Food from where?
The Lions.
The Lions Club.
Yes.
So they have a tent here where they have hamburgers,
Right.
hot dogs,
Cheeseburgers. And nachos.
Ooh.
All homemade.
All homemade. I'm gonna have to go over there and try it.
Yeah, support the local Lions because they support the community.
Yes, that is true.
Right.
So Edith, what do you like?
Cotton candy.
Oh, cotton candy. Woohoo!
Hi, I'm here with JC, and she's going to tell you what she likes to eat at the fair. What do you like?
I like pizza.
Pizza. And also what, cheese curds?
Yeah.
Yeah. And are you having fun?
Yeah.
And what do we always do? We're going to keep smiling.
All right, and Air lets us know how long these intense rain showers are going to continue in the outlook up next. Plus, an upcoming block party in Marquette. We're back after this.
Kamala Harris has spent decades fighting violent crime. As a border state prosecutor, she took on drug cartels and jailed gang members for smuggling weapons and drugs across the border. As vice president, she backed the toughest border control bill in decades. And as president, she will hire thousands more border agents and crack down on fentanyl and human trafficking. Fixing the border is tough. So is Kamala Harris.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Tonight, new rules are changing the way homes are bought and sold. Who wins? Buyers, sellers, or agents? Then as Ernesto brings dangerous rip currents to U.S. shores, how beachgoers can stay safe. And a bus driver goes the extra mile in the name of kindness on the CBS Evening News.
It's Diamond Days only at Richardson Jewelers, downtown Marquette. It's the perfect time to get her that diamond she's always dreamed of. Loose diamonds are 20 to 50% off. Engagement rings and wedding bands are up to 30% off. We have updated our showroom to give you the ultimate diamond and jewelry buying experience. Come see how diamond buying should be at the UP's engagement capital, exclusively at Richardson Jewelers in downtown Marquette.
Richardson Jewelers.
Shop our huge selection of Amish-crafted dining room sets at Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Browse our large in-stock collection and customize with a special order. With 1-year no-interest financing available, plus free delivery. Shop Kirkish Furniture today.
One of the biggest events in the UP is coming. You're invited to be along for the ride.
I'm Lily Simmons. From the Midway to agriculture programs, great food and special events, I'll be here to share the best of the fair.
19 News brings you all the excitement of the UP State Fair. TV 19 is proud to again support this community event as a reserved champion sponsor and to bring you all the excitement of the UP State Fair. Brought to you by Upper Peninsula State Bank. Focused on you and the UP.
Current conditions down in Escanaba looking a little gloomy with some showers there. Our lows tonight will be mostly in the 60s. That stormy weather continuing even into our Saturday across the Upper Peninsula. So expect wet conditions when you are rolling around tomorrow. Maybe up at the Calumet Fest. We've got some fog in the morning there and that Pasty Fest, in Calumet. But it should be a lovely day after that. We'll see some gusts here in Marquette on Sunday.
Thanks, Aaron. We'll tell you all about that block party tonight at 11. See you then.